You wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep. Your body feels heavy, your mind foggy, and there's this strange sense of pressure behind your eyes, as if you've been carrying something all night that you don't remember picking up. Maybe nothing dramatic happened yesterday. Maybe your day was quiet, almost uneventful, and yet, you feel drained in a way that doesn't make sense. It's a silent kind of exhaustion, not the kind that comes from running or lifting or working too hard, but the kind that settles deep into you, the kind that makes even simple things feel heavy, the kind that makes you feel like you're running on empty before the day has even begun. And you start asking yourself, why am I like this? Why do I have no energy? Why does everything feel like too much? What you're feeling has a name, but it's not laziness. It's not a lack of motivation. It's not failure. It's something else entirely. It's emotional exhaustion, the kind that comes from carrying feelings, responsibilities, expectations, and unspoken tension for far too long. And the truth is, your body has been fighting a battle you might not even be aware of. Emotional exhaustion begins quietly. It doesn't arrive in a single moment. It builds itself slowly, in the background of your everyday life. It shows up in the way you constantly check how others are feeling, the way you replay conversations in your head, the way you try to predict what people need from you before they even ask. And though you may not realize it, your nervous system is working overtime. You might think you're sitting still, scrolling your phone, watching a show, lying on the couch, but inside, your body is on alert. It listens for tone shifts. It braces for disappointment. It monitors the emotional temperature of everyone around you. You've learned to live in a state of quiet vigilance. Not panic, not fear. Just readiness. And readiness, when it never turns off, is draining. You weren't built to be on guard all the time. But somewhere along the way, your mind decided it had to be. Maybe you grew up around unpredictable emotions, where staying small and agreeable felt safer than being yourself. Maybe you learned early on that your needs were inconvenient, that it was better to keep the peace than to risk conflict. Or maybe you simply became the person everyone relies on, the one who listens, calms, helps, supports, absorbs, and carries. You became strong, so strong, in fact, that people around you forgot you needed support too. And when you are always the one holding others, no one realizes you're getting tired, not even you. Emotional exhaustion shows itself in tiny, subtle ways long before you notice it consciously. You start forgetting small things. You feel overwhelmed by decisions that used to be easy. You lose interest in things you normally enjoy. You feel like you're constantly behind, even when you're doing enough. Your body gets heavier. Your mind gets quieter. You feel like you're moving through fog, awake, but not fully present. And perhaps the most important sign, you no longer feel like yourself. It's as if you're watching your life from a distance, trying to keep up with a version of you that once had more energy than you do now. But here's the truth you need to hear. You didn't become this way because something is wrong with you. You became this way because you've been carrying too much for too long, emotionally, mentally, and even physically. And your body, unable to speak in words, speaks in fatigue. And because emotional exhaustion sneaks in so slowly, you don't notice when rest stops working. You sleep, but you don't feel refreshed. You take breaks, but you don't feel lighter. You stay home, but you don't regain your energy. That's because emotional exhaustion doesn't heal through avoidance. It heals through release. Your body doesn't need you to push harder. It needs you to let go, gently, slowly, patiently, of the emotional weight that isn't yours to carry. You don't need a productivity plan. You don't need to force motivation. You don't need to pull yourself together. You need space. You need breath. You need softness. You need room to stop being the strong one all the time. You need the feeling of exhaling after holding your breath for years. Healing begins with understanding that your exhaustion is valid. You are not tired without reason. You are tired because you have been trying for so long, trying to be stable, trying to be calm, trying to be helpful, trying to be enough. Your exhaustion is the most human response you could have. And it does not mean you are failing, it means you are finally reaching the limit of what you were never meant to carry alone. Energy returns when pressure leaves. Clarity returns when emotional weight lifts. You return when you feel safe enough to stop surviving. And you deserve that safety. You deserve rest that actually restores you, connection that doesn't drain you, relationships that don't rely on you shrinking yourself, and a life where your feelings matter just as much as everyone else's. Your exhaustion is not a flaw. It's a message. A gentle whisper from your body saying, I've protected you for so long, but I can't keep carrying this alone. Please slow down. Please breathe. Please take care of me too. You are not empty. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are tired. And tired people don't need pressure. They need compassion. You are allowed to rest now. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to stop carrying what was never yours. And as you do, your energy will begin to return, not all at once, but slowly, quietly, the way dawn returns after a long night. You will feel like yourself again, not the exhausted version of you, but the real you underneath all the weight. And you deserve to meet that version of yourself again. If you're walking through emotional exhaustion, please know you're not walking alone. So many people carry their tiredness in silence, believing it says something about their worth, when really, it only says something about their strength. Thank you for watching, for listening, and for giving yourself a moment of gentleness today. If you'd like more videos that help you understand your inner world, you're welcome to stay here with me. Until next time, be kind to yourself. You deserve softness.